Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today we're going to be playing some Factorio Angels. I am late. I completely lost track of time. I had a ridiculous amount to do. I feel like crap, which I don't understand because the cold should have been gone by ages, but I think it's just a lack of sleep. I'm afraid I'm having to check all the levels, adjust the... Is that in shot? No, that's not in shot. As we go, I can hear it. The sound is quiet though. Let's adjust that as well. Maybe pump that up to 65 or something. How does that compare to me? It's still a little quiet on the stream. Good old tech settings. I think I'm a bit off position as well. Actually, there was I hadn't anticipated doing it for ages, but there was a super duper offer on what do you call it? Power supplies, basically, for the camera I've got. So if I can find a nice cheap stand that's also like good, I might be upgrading my thing. I've still not set this all properly up for the new arrangement. Because every time... Is that all okay? Yeah, I think that's all okay. Oh, okay, yes. So, sorry about that, but I have not got a clue what we're doing. We are stood by something. What is this? Concrete, okay. So I guess this was me leaving a clue for myself as to what I was actually going to do, because that's stone brick, isn't it? Ah, so, well done past me for... Ah! And we're down by slag. Was this the whole... Didn't I mess this up and get this completely wrong? And it's actually... I got the wrong thing or something. Because this is making... Yeah, because I thought you turn the slag into concrete, but you actually turn it to crushed stone, don't you? And then, do these use crushed stone at all? Yes, so crushed stone is there. But we don't have lime. We do have lime being made over at the other place. Oh, and we do use slag, okay. So, we could set something up here, couldn't we? This was obviously the plan. Doesn't feel like a long-term plan, but it feels like a plan. I think I was doing yet another I'll do this off-stream situation, and of course I haven't even touched this save in the interim. Does that go in there? No? Not go in there? Why does that appear to be a different material? What am I trying to put in where? Because I picked some up, didn't I? No? Okay. It's definitely this. But I thought I picked up some off of this belt as well. How bizarre. Okay, yes, so... just pop that in there, get rid of it. Cool. Because I think I need to kind of take these apart, but it'd be nice to like properly get rid of this patch, wouldn't it? So let's see if we can't get rid of that first. I think I accidentally mined some then. We don't need it to be balanced. But we do, ideally, want lots of lovely miners on it. Let's get that going on. Like so. Put the old beltage on there. I tend not... I went through a period where I was talking about work a lot. And I kind of ended up... I don't know, I don't think people are particularly interested as such. But it's been weird at work, so if I do end up mentioning it, then feel free to stop watching. But it's why I'm knackered, because we did like an away day thing. Do I have speed modules? I'm just wondering if we could tap this out a bit quicker. How much does it have? Let's see, it's got 1,000. I wonder if I've got secret speed modules. But yes, that's why I'm knackered, because we then had our Christmas, so we had the all-day, company or departmental sort of get-together. But then we had the Christmas, dinner, basically. And can I see... modules, here we go. So how many have we got? Ah, they're not in a thingy chest. Okay. That's fine then. And powder mixer. I've not got any room for any other ones. Yes, that went on very late, unexpectedly. It was odd because we had the dinner really early compared to when we've had dinners previously with this company. Tended to be evening affairs, so the actual meal basically finishes and you want to go to bed. But this finished. We've finished eating at 8 o'clock. No, before that even. I think it was 7:30 or something. And so basically then went into drinking mode, basically. Seemed to be the thing. And the problem is, I'm not a very sociable person. Just as a fundamental thing, I struggle with. I'm an introvert. I'm also possibly autistic. I don't really like. I don't really get my fun from interacting with other people. Look at this. One of the hobbies I picked is, streaming, where I just basically talk to myself for 3 hours. Does that want to go in there? Yeah, that'll do. Get rid of that, I think. So yeah, the being sociable thing is tricky for me at the best of times, and then you're basically in a situation where it's people you work for and work with and that sort of thing, and it's like I try to avoid being just the I hate Christmas as well. Another big problem. I try to avoid being just the total misery guts that I kind of am, but yeah, there was, well, let's put it this way, there was a guitar and there was singing. So I was not having the best of fun. Right, so I got rid of that. I should get the bots to do this, really, shouldn't I? Can I just delete this? It's just I don't think there's bot coverage over here, is there? No. There is not. Let's see if we can't just get rid of some of these bits as well. Okay. So there are no bots. Where is the nearest bots? Miles away. Okay. We've got 10 roboports, so maybe we could put those in. Because we need to get rid of this as well. Maybe if we put them over here. Because we're not going to get rid of the oxygen or these circuits, I don't think. Or even this we can get rid of. Put that on there. Does that provide proper coverage? Yeah, that covers that one. Okay, so that's good. I could also upgrade this. But yeah, there were sort of some then revelations. It was all a bit sort of weird because they're essentially so we could put these like back on the belt, couldn't we? If we're going to turn them all into concrete and stuff. What are you actually doing? You're taking in crushed stone and turning it into mineralized water. Why are you doing that? So that we can get rid of mineralized water. Okay. So this feels like an optional one. Yeah, and we're better off kind of doing this side of life and turn it into bricks. Okay. I'm hoping they are coming to pick these up. I know we're still doing the copper build because I just didn't, as I say, I've not even thought about Factorio whilst it's been that level of situation. Yeah, so this needs to be like the excess overflow, doesn't it, really? Only do this if there's nothing left. But in preference, we do the concrete build. Okay. And this will go, so we could start doing that. What we could also do is maybe take the back end of this out. Is it covered by bots? Kind of. So I could take out these ones. Biddly bob. Notwithstanding. Get rid of that. Don't know I've ended up with such a full inventory. Grab you. Let's leave the power bowls. If we can. Cool. In fact, we'll take them. We should really get rid of this as well. Because then we get more space on top. But let's sort of take it out to kind of there. Because that's covered by the bots. Don't really need this back end, I don't think. Given the tiny trickle. We could also do that. And did I pick anything else out? I got nuggets. Put them on as well, maybe. Got some nuggy nugs. Right. So, I think that's the prep done. What we would want to do is... Oh, no, it isn't. We need to get the lime over it as well, don't we? Because... Or am I going to make some more lime? How do we make lime? Because I know we've got it over here. Oh. There's nothing happening here. Heavy mud water. Why are you all stopped? Thin mud water. Is it all just backed up? Is that the problem? Yeah, I think it's all just backed up, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, you're my lime maker. How quickly do you operate? You can produce 60 limes per minute. And one of these would consume 15 limes per minute. So that would let us support up to 4 of those, which I think is probably fine for what I'm envisaging. So we can just stick... Is that a direct insert for the lime? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. So we could just stick... What are you? Oh, it's a power pole, sorry. I couldn't work out what that was. If we just turn that there... And we can... Put a power pole there. I'm just going to, you know, snake it around, I think, basically. I just need to decide where I am snaking. Yeah, let's take it. So if we grab that and that, and we do that, we do... I'll just go over the back there, basically. Yeah, so they're basically restructuring the department, and what's kind of discombobulated me, that's sort of, you know, not been great, basically, is that if I'd known what they were planning, I probably, because I've changed jobs, but it's within the same section. You know, I've basically hopped over into another part of the same. You know, same section. And the bit that I'm going to be doing is very similar to what I used to do at my former companies. So I kind of feel that, you know, I'm going to be more than capable of doing it, because I feel overwhelmed and out of my depth and all sorts of things at my current company, current position. It seems quite slow. I don't know if I can speed it up. Well, it kind of... Oh, it doesn't even take modules. Okay. Yes, and so if I'd kind of known that they were going to do what they're proposing, I'm not sure I would have gone. Or I'm not sure I would have changed over. The whole company has a real problem with like communication and stuff. It's like, apparently, you know, this whole, you know, because they showed an org chart basically saying what everyone was going to do. And like this latest version of it is literally prepped 2 hours before the whole, you know that, the away day basically. And it was like, well, you know, get some organisation, guys. It's just terrible. Right, so we reckoned that that would support 4, didn't we? So I'm thinking we bring it along top here, and maybe we could do 2, because it doesn't require any fluids or anything, so maybe do that. Oops. And then we maybe half and half the belt, because what's the other thing it needs? Doesn't it need crushed stone? Yeah. So we could take this crushed stone. Yeah, so we could take this crushed stone. I'm just thinking about maybe putting a split a bit far up, so in case I need to stick some more of those in. Because we need the slag, but I'll just put 2 of them on. And then maybe 2 more. So give or take, that's where super duper upgraded version of it might end up. And then we can... Do I want to split it? Just, that's not very well positioned, is it? Could do with being a little further up. Okay. So if I've got that there, do that like that. Got that wrong as well. Brilliant. Well done. Take that like that. Because ideally I want those in line. Sorry, just do that. Actually, I'll just do that. Oops. It will kind of sort itself out a bit, I think. Right. So that comes up there. We then insert it in there. It's got everything it needs. And that puts out cement, but this needs more than cement, doesn't it? This needs slag and water. Okay. So in theory, this could pump out 60 cements. This would require 90 cements, so it won't actually run at rate, which is fine. If we assume it would, then we need also slag and water. So we can just do 1, basically, is the point. So, if we have that going like that, coming down this way, like so. Let's just put that there. So it needs to come that way. Let's move it up a bit. In fact, why don't I do that? Because I need to bring slag in as well. I could attach slag to this, maybe? Side load it on there? Yeah. And then slag. So we then have slag and cement. It's outputting that liquid. So we need water. We've got water right there, so that's easy. And this is also connected to water anyway, I think. Yeah, we've got actual pipes, so that's fine. And then this, if you're pumping out, in theory, 1125, how much would you... You only use 450. So 900, so 3 of these We know it's not running at rate, but that's fine. It also needs then the bricks. Does this produce any physical, like solid output? It doesn't, does it? It's just literally the liquid. Okay. So, if I... it was 3 of these, wasn't it? Because this does need something else. Yeah, stone brick. Okay. Righty-ho. I don't know. Why don't we just do something very simple? Oh, it would have been nice to get those lined up, wouldn't it? But, oh well. Put that there. We know it's theoretically 3. We'll have some... well, we move that to there. We might actually put that there. That one there. That one there. We will underneath that one. We need an input and an output. Okay. So that's our... oh, that doesn't really make sense, does it? It'd be better... that was input, that was output. Because then I can sort of just grab that here somewhere. Let's see. Put an offshoot in there. And then bricks could come down here. Like so. And then we pop a roboport in. That's not connecting to anything, is it? So I should really tear this up. Let's just pop it in somewhere we can sort of pull out a little gap. Oh, hello, Crazy Bacon here. Hello. You need my help. What help do you need? What help do you need from me? Apologies if I didn't see that a while. I was getting a bit carried away. How many holes does a straw have? I think I might have seen that. Well, no, I saw that. Was that on a YouTube thing? How many holes does a straw have? Isn't it 1 or something? I can't remember. I can't remember where it goes, but I don't know. It's basically the answer. It'll be one of these things that a mathematical hole is different to, you know, how a normal person thinks of a hole, isn't it? Right. So if we sort of sneak this up here, there. Just connect that across. But it's like one of those things that, you know, a tomato is technically a vegetable or a fruit because it has seeds in it. But, you know, in practice, everyone uses it as a vegetable. So it's also perfectly fine to take it as classify it as a vegetable. But equally, right, so we want the preference to be going that way, don't we? I think. Is that right? So that gets us a slag. I'm wondering if there's actually enough slag. Because this should take the slag as well. Doesn't that need something silly like 450 or something? Oh, 45, that's alright. Because a donut clearly has 1 hole, and a straw is just a very, very long and thin donut. Yeah. I know there's this thing, because like there's what do you call them? Knots, basically. I know there's some weird things with knots where, you know, what technically is a knot in terms of maths is not quite how you would think of a knot normally. And so you get things like that. How many knots are there in this piece of string? And it's actually, you know, sort of technically 0 type of thing. You know, that sort of stuff. What I'm looking for... There we go, storage chest, there we are. So if we sort of put this here, and that gets us whatever the heck this is, concrete or concrete bricks or something like that. And I cannot remember why I wanted that, but I've got it now. So there we go. I'm sure it was to build something. If we just do a nice line of them. So that's concrete bricks. Why did we want concrete bricks? Because if we make normal concrete, that must be for some construction thing, mustn't it? Let's have a look on. Yay. So, usage. Was I trying to buy old desert environment farms? That doesn't sound very likely. Maybe it was the crystallizer? That would be crystallizer 2. Casting machine 3, blast furnace 3. So they're very upgradey, so that's okay. Maybe it was the electrolyzers? Chemical furnace, maybe? It's just these are the things that this is being used for. Basically, I'm not even really using them like the air filter 2, so I don't know why I would have wanted to build air filter 3. It's got to be something that requires... Maybe it was this, that I was doing it for the bio stuff. Electro-winning cell. What the heck is an electro-winning cell? Provide 2... Maybe it was that, thermal water extractor. Temperate environment farm. Or maybe I did one. Maybe the only seeds I've got off of the swamps or something. Strand casting machine, steam cracker 2. I wonder if it might have been that. Ah, maybe it was the ore sorting. Maybe that was it. Or processing, maybe? Hello, bulge building. 1 hole, 2 openings. Yeah. How about a t-shirt? Does it have 1 hole or 4? 1 and 4 openings in these instances. Running hole as an isolated domain. Oh, wow. I'm afraid you're all a bit smarter on this stuff than me. T-shirt. Let me think. I wouldn't have gone with 4 anyway, I don't think. I would have gone with 3 holes. Because there's the head hole, the 2 arm holes, and the rest of it wraps around, so it would be 3 holes. But, as I say, you're all a lot smarter than me. I honestly can't remember why I was building them. I mean, I built them, so that's good. I don't know what I was going to use them for. Maybe I was just literally finding a way to use up the slag and stuff. Maybe that's what I was really after. We're not producing very much of this, are we? Why is that? It seems very backed up. Have I just got my maths completely wrong? Let's have a look at it in belt terms rather than the other one. So, if that was a transport belt, 0.067 transport belts in theory, and then 0.067 transport belts, so it's fine in theory, unless it's this that's not really being used up properly, maybe. It's not getting enough concrete, is it? I guess it's just where it's backed up from where I did it from ages before. Now, I do think I want to find some other use for slag, though, because... what was I going to look for? I was going to look for slag, wasn't I? Slag. Good. Wasn't there something else that was going to be super useful? Yeah, the crushed stone. That's the concrete. We've done that. Oh, right, so that's all I can do with it. I can also make it into slag slurry. What do I use slag slurry for? I can get mineral sludge out of it. Hooray. I can stick it in a barrel. I can void it. Or the ceramic filters, and I don't think I've researched them. But that would only give sulphuric wastewater anyway, which is... who cares? Head 2 arms waste. Okay. So does a donut have 2 openings or 1? I'd say 2. At some point we'd have to come to terms on how thick an object has to be to have more than 1 opening. Yeah, that's what I'd question. Because, as I say, I think mathematically you'd basically ignore like volume effectively, don't you? So even though a donut is a 3-dimensional shape, the fact that it's 3-dimensional is sort of irrelevant. So if you draw it as as a compressed 2D, it's basically just a ring. So that's which is why it only has the 1 hole. Right, so this is done. That's good. Get rid of that. Now that means we can pull up the rest of it. Which means we can also get rid of this. If I do that... tidy that up a bit. Oops. Cool. Intention is to leave most of the factory kind of hanging around. But this part, because it's not using the infinite ores, because I want to kind of play with the infinite ores, basically. I think I'm just going to dump these out in my inventory. Get rid of that. Get rid of the cement. Cool. Oh, where did that? That was a power pole, wasn't it? Have I got power poles then? Okay. Yeah, get rid of that. Yes. And they're going to be... one of those is going to be full, isn't it? Yeah. Don't really want to get rid of that. So, we can get rid of this side. Perhaps this can go. So actually we want to take that really, don't we? And get rid of this, all of this, I think. And that part. And that's all sort of irrelevant, isn't it? We don't need that part at all. So that can go as well. Cool. So hopefully that'll eventually empty. We seem to now be drowning in copper. I was struggling for copper before. So much of it. Actually. I can't put that in there, can I? Limestone. Right, so what am I actually going to do? So it's a straw that's 1 millimetre long. Yeah. Yeah, effectively. Right. What about this iron stuff? Is this all deletable as well? I think it probably is, isn't it? Yeah, let's try and get rid of this as well. To there. That to this. Take that out. Tidy that up some, I think. So if that becomes the fast one there, like that, that should sort that out. We could pop these into blue territory. Nice. What about this? Same again. Cool. I think all this can go. I gotta run out of water, to be honest. I've only got half a glass. Right. Now, I guess I need to bring this Roboport over. Otherwise it's not going to delete this for me. Do that. And then, is that connected? That's connected. Cool. Okay. Don't like the fact that there's no... Oh, I've accidentally... Move the undergrounds. Okay. Well, we'll see what I've disastrously chopped off there. I'm sure the power's probably not good, so let's just preempt that, I guess. Let's put our connection across there. Awesome. So it looks like most of the slag is going into concrete, which is good. I can also tidy this up, can't I? Since this has sorted itself out. I'm trying to stall and give my brain an opportunity to remember what the heck I was going to work on next. Because we're obviously building in this solar. But I don't think we're anywhere close to... Yeah, the steam engines are still... Oh, I don't know though. We're not getting far off. Yeah, but the solar's still at max. So, I think that's going to take ages to build in. I guess we could maybe speed the machines up and see if that could improve things. What are you doing? So maybe if we give you some speed modules, a little bit of a boost. And I've got 2 of them. And then accumulators as well. Whoops. What did I put in there? Batteries, I think. The problem is more the speed of the bots for this side of it. It's like, I think we've got so many few like proper bots. Because this is so slow. I guess I could speed that up then. Maybe just pop in there, although that's full, so that's a bit pointless, isn't it? Okay. Now, would it be worth... Because the copper's actually arriving, and it seems a bit remarkable that it's really... Because it's full here, you see. Well, it's not full, but... Now, there is a missing belt. On all of those. Huh. Yeah. Because they're sort of building the copper. There's things they can't build because I don't have them in the sort of make everything. Like these groundwater bores. And storage tanks. So we could just add... In fact, why haven't they got storage tanks access? The next step, though, basically, is to decide whether how I'm gonna approach the rest of the game, because you know I've been using my blueprints because there are basically no changes to to like, you know, the actual manufacturing of, you know, basically everything above intermediates. But if I do that, it means I'm locking into doing another big bus. And if the Angels playthrough taught me anything, that's not necessarily a good idea. I guess because everything, you know, I say past intermediates is normal, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad solution. But it's a big bus, is sort of a problem. It's designed to do, or have the capacity to do up to 500 science a minute, and I really don't need to go that big. So the other option is to kind of, I mean, we could do separate train stops, or I could just, you know, divert some over, and just do like, because we've got a nice, you know, a nice sort of open area here, which would suit a bus, but I don't know, I fancy just sort of bringing some, I mean, I guess, and then technically it would be a bus anyway, but we could just bring some resources over and just like build old school style, you know, what we need as we need it sort of a thing. And focus mainly on the science, getting the science done, because as I say, I've kind of got the idea with this now, and there's lots of complexity which will be fun to play with, but it's whether or not I want how quickly I want to try, or if I still haven't. I guess I have made the decision. I am going to try SpaceX, but with fully in the knowledge that I'll probably give up at some point. Yeah, let's build, let's say, tanks and things like that so that they can build those. The groundwater bores, I think, are weirdly... Yeah, pipes, stones and green circuits. So, have we got somewhere, basically, that's got all of that? Pipe, stone and greens. Well, pipes is here, isn't it? So if we can add it on here, maybe, somehow and somewhere. Trouble is, it goes down to there, doesn't it? There's no room left then. But we could jerry-rig in some nonsense. So if we put one there, get you to make some bores, and then it will have access to those two, and then we could split this a bit earlier. Do that. In fact, it would therefore be... No, it wouldn't. So I'm going to have to double it back on itself. Like so. Let's just leave it like that. I could have split it before the underground. What was the other option? That's just occurred to me. So if we do there, then actually I could move that up one. Do that, and then, oh, of course the big chests are bigger than that, so if we put it there instead, pop that on, give you all some power, set that just to one stack, and we're good, I think. So that gives them the groundwater bores. I say, why are... I thought this made fluid wagons as well, but it doesn't, does it? Okay. So if we just make some tanks as well then. They are iron and steel. Must have that over here somewhere. That's not very good. What about the top somewhere? Oh, here we go. Pop it in. Yeah. And then... Where have tanks moved to in this? Are they in fluids or something? Yes. There we go. Storage chest. There. Give it all some power. Stack. Cool, so that gives them access to, I think, the two things that are missing. I think. So they kind of built everything else. I guess I need another radar in here somewhere, but I'm pretty sure there's a radar. There it is. So there's a radar there. But I'm not sure. Let's have a quick purchase. Is the radar... Yeah, so it's going into a wooden chest. It's not going to the storage box. Okay, let's just quickly do that. Big storage. Let's do it this way. And then if I just pull that up, stick those in there. Gives them access to that radar. So those are the missing bores, the purple bits there. Those are the missing tanks. That's a missing tank as well. Because the ratios are like better on the copper, so that's why it's drowning, even though it's, you know, a load of it's not built. Oh, the nuggets aren't getting far enough up. I was just wondering if I'd messed up the inserters again, but I think it's just because they're not getting far enough up, are they? But then why is that just sort of sat randomly? Oh dear. Those are misaligned on that one. No. They're not going into the smelters. That's very annoying. Because I can't actually see up there. How about if I just put a tag on? And then when it's built the radar in, give it a... They're improving the tags for the... I was saying this in my Friday Facts read-through video that it's one of the ones, a bit like the alphabetical sorting of... date sorting of saves, where it just never... I just could never understand why it wasn't in there from the beginning. It's just like the most obvious feature to put in, and yet instead we got these horrible tags that you had to delete all the time if you just wanted to make a tiny change. I guess it was just so far down on the let's do this list that it's taken them until the expansion to get it to happen. Okay, so I think what we'll do, as I say, is we will build a kind of separate thing here. Now, whether am I going to do a separate train to bring, you know, iron, copper, and, or am I going to kind of have like a separate branch? Maybe that's probably going to be easier. And kind of bring them all over because they're all being dropped off here. Because that's the steel. That's from loading the oxygen. Iron and copper. And then coal there. Or we could even just divert it via belt, couldn't we? Yeah, let's go and let's use this bit as a sort of a place to build stuff. Now we do have lots of science production there. And I did say I wasn't going to tear anything up, so I guess we better leave it. I could probably leave that, so when I'm doing, you know, military or something, or very early, that's fine. So we'll have a completely separate build over here for science. For science. Okay. Let's head over there. I don't suppose I can find my car, can I? Let's turn the bots off. Ah! All the way over there. So I won't be streaming next weekend as well, I guess, while I'm running over. Because it's Christmas. And I will be visiting the family. I'm actually going down for an extended period compared to what I normally do. Spend a bit of time with my dad. But I'll then be streaming the weekend that is the New Year's weekend. Not really got many plans, but it's also the Monday, isn't it? I think the actual New Year's. So I won't be streaming then normally anyway, but I might do a special one. Tempted to do a little bit extra, given I had to miss that weekend I'd taken as holiday because I was so ill. Right, now where are we going to actually build this? I guess over here. Are we going to bother clearing out the biters as well? Let's assume I use this sort of side for the extra train drop-offs. And then if we sort of build a sciencey build here. Now, am I going to use... Sorry, I got EGI. Am I going to use some of these still? So it's built around 500 sites, but it's all beaconed and moduled and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. Because what I really want to do is focus more on, you know, what Angels actually adds, rather than just doing yet another bus that builds, you know, the infinite things again. Yeah, let's just build something random rather than kind of focus on them. So, if we say this is where the trains finish. So this is where we want our labs. We'll just do... why would I have labs on me? We would just do... Whoops. Oh, no, let's put it on the other side. And then... do it on the side there. That'll do. Yeah. Just have a few on. Let's expand. So, red, green, another one. So... Okay. If we were to make... Let's go and grab some labs and see how many that... Right, tell me then, will it? Because this particular version of this, I don't think works on labs, does it? No. That'll do. Should we base it on the whole 1 a second thing? So it's just doing the same thing over and over again, basically, because it doesn't add anything. So that's why I'm umming and erring over it. Because what I would ideally have done, to be totally honest, is kind of built all this pre-stream, but actually no, let's do. Do I want to do it like that? Yeah. Let's do it that way around. Oops. So let's assume it's going to be unbeaconed. We'll just do whatever, basically. Then if this is red science, then we need the iron gear wheels and copper. And if this is... Oh, I've run out of assembly machines. Okay, let's just go and stock up then. Oops. So my kind of big hope, to be honest with you, with the change of job, even though, as expressed earlier on, it's annoying that it looks like actually they're changing things. But I say the problem is they've been promising a lot of changes for a long time, and they just haven't happened, and that's why I just went and did the change basically. So I'm more comfortable that I am changing than I'm not, sort of thing. But what I'm hoping, or one of the big hopes, is that it will finally free me up not to be working ridiculous hours all the time. So I might actually get time to play this outside of the streams, because streams is basically the only time I play kind of anything at the moment. Which, given it's kind of what I enjoy doing most, is not very good. Right, just grab, well, I should just grab all of them. Top off the yellows. Fasten. Guess I could get rid of that as well. What else might we need? We've got loads of belt. I guess I could grab those. Labs. Are they being made here? What about some chests as well? Definitely grab some robo-ports. What about wire? Have I got any? Oh, I've got loads of wire. Might be worth topping off the grenades so that I can do a bit of clear cutting. Let's get some power poles. Yes, I mean, in theory I might even be able to stream an extra thing, but I was trying to work it through and I don't see how I would. Because I'll probably end up driving up to Warwick, basically. Every, yeah, random chest with random stuff. Every Monday. Loads of... I guess that was me putting them in. And it's just been dumping them in a chest instead. And where are the pipes and etc.? Here. Just make sure I get some of them. Ah, here we go. Oops. Let's just take a stack. Right, so we've got inserters and in fact let's top off the longs from all that stuff. Has this got fast ones as well? Yeah, it's fast in a chest here. Cool. Now, where did I leave the car? Down there. So yeah, so I think we'll just do... oh, I didn't deconstruct the steel, did I? Let's get them working on that as well then. Where is that going? I guess that was an offshoot rather than putting stuff in? I don't know. Oh, no. No, that's okay, because that's using the steel rather than anything else. And this does need to be half a bit. No, that's fine if that goes. That's all fine. Take that out. Cool. Yes, but the hope, as I say, is I can get a bit more personal playing time, and then I can use that to kind of do this type of thing. Oh, look, random inserters. The stream can just be the new stuff, maybe. No idea how necessary the bio thing is. It looked a bit intimidating, if I'm honest, for something that didn't really seem to do anything. Because there's no bioscience pack, but it must be something related to it that you can only build, I guess. Or maybe it's just intended as a, you know, a totally optional thing. Oops. Now, if I run that straight over, I might have to squish some bugs, but let's see. So this week's Friday Facts was interesting. Another relatively small one, which was good for me because I was recording it at 2 o'clock this morning. But train improvements, it's or train scheduling improvements. The interrupts idea is quite an interesting way of doing it. I quite like the idea of it. It feels a bit like, and I get kind of why, because you're going to be working on multiple planets, and you know, you'd be operating it remotely, and maybe there's some complexity that they're adding in that we obviously don't know about yet. We know there's another improvement of some description coming because of a hint in the Friday Facts about a planet-related change that you need to do. So that was fascinating. I think this coal's gone as well, isn't it? Yeah, there's no coal there. I see no coal. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that's all about. There's no Roboport coverage, of course. Let's pop one in. Doesn't fit. Okay. There. And I guess there. Cool. Yeah, it feels a bit like it's going to make it almost too easy. I mean, and not too easy. I don't mind it getting a lot easier. Certainly this thing, making this a lot more useful with the groups is like going to be really, really useful. But yeah, it felt like they've kind of taken a lot of the, or made it so that you can just be, you know, you do something once, which is good. You know, you do something once and it's done. And if you change it, it changes for everything, and that's good. But it does mean that it's going to be a lot simpler to do. You're just going to, because it sounds like if you stick a train in the same group, it's just going to adopt all of the stuff, and because you use all the, you know, it's suggesting it's based around super generic naming. You know, you don't even need to think about stuff. I mean, I think you'll have to do different groups for, you know, nuclear and stuff like that. But in terms of the actual kind of, you know, thing itself, it seemed like it was going to be super simple. Just say I'm not in any way complaining about, but so yes, if we have iron and copper coming that way, I guess I could add a little bit of variety by maybe we have some cogs on a, should we just call it a minibus or something? So if the belt's coming this way, say this is, you know, iron. In fact, why did I do that? That was stupid. Let's do that there. So I think I'll just add on kind of extra belts rather than do a formalised, you know, 4 and 4 and 4. I mean, we'll obviously build 4 so because we've got to put in underground stuff, but I'll just add on, if I need more iron, you know, I'll just bring in an extra train or something, or unload it more or something like that. Rather than do that, and we can have a little production area. So if that's just regular iron, then we could have a area here. How about I do it like that? So these both need to be iron, but then this comes out as cogs. Maybe, I don't know. So just kind of trying to do something a little different. Or maybe it could be cogs and pipes, maybe. Maybe we do that. Cogs and pipe. Oops. Oops. So pipes are there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So this would then be coming off of. Yeah. What side have I ended up putting them on? They are on the underside. Okay. That side. And then that would then be, so if this is maybe copper. How am I going to note this? Because I don't think I've got, I must have combinators. I must have combinators. It's a legal requirement. So that would need to be iron, which doesn't live where it lives otherwise. Bit of cup, there it is. Iron. Oh. Where's the... Oh, I bet that's a settings thing. Accommodator settings in upload. There we go. The perils of switching machine. Right, so that's then copper. I can have room for that. If I move that up, I will. Okay, so that's iron and copper. Okay. Next one then. It would be ESA. Oh. Oh, oops. Actually, if I move these up a bit. Okay. And then maybe put them on that side. So then they'll be on the outside anyway. Oops. Okay. And then they obviously need belts and inserters, which we can manufacture here. Or can we? Maybe I need a bit more room than that, but I think I probably do. Let's build them on this side maybe. So if I do that, you can have them coming out of there. Oops. Like so. In fact, why bother doing that and not have them go down the other side? But I guess I could have some chests here as well. Okay, so if this is belts, this is inserters. No, other way around, because then green circuits can just go here. Whoops. Green circuits are easier. Okay. Okay. And then we want somewhere to make green circuits. Pop them on there. And we want iron ore, don't we? So let's do it like this. Oops. Like this belt will need upgrading, I think, won't it? But let's just stick on it for now. Or do I maybe have a second... We could have copper coming in, I guess, as a separate thing. And just use it in circuits. Yeah, that'll do. Let's put the copper there. Doopy-doopy-doo. And... So if you're... our green circuits are still in intermediates. So the output needs to be there. Input on that side. Right, so you would then need half of this copper. That's when I realise it doesn't quite fit here. I was going to run that up there. I guess instead I could just do it one-sided maybe and half belt it or something. Or swapsy belt it, sort of thing. Which would mean that's fine. These need an input. Wait, that's not going to balance them, is it? I mean, it wouldn't anyway, because it's a crude balancer. But yeah, they would be. Which side would they? They'd be on the top. Yeah, that wouldn't work. So if I just pop, say, that in there. That's on the wrong side, isn't it? But oh, let's just leave it for now. Can't be bothered. Right, so that in theory gets some green circuits, but that would need to be up. That would need to be that. So it then becomes. Let's pop a couple more in. So it becomes green circuits and cogs, but yeah, whatever. And pipes. So. Nine and okay. That's there. Oops. Because that's gears, isn't it? And this is copper. And then this is the green circuits. The green circuits need to be coming down here. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Next one then. If that was there. So blue sides then. I haven't even unlocked the other sides, should I? Maybe that's why I need to do bio or something like that, because I can't unlock it. So, oops. Not Syab. I don't want to do Syab, please. Do I do utility or production first? Let's do... I mean, high tech gets me... Well, yeah. Utility gets me logistics. let's go down that route then. So we would need to unlock that one. And that one. And that one. Let's also queue up. Production. Boop. And boop. So I'm sort of near, but also far. It's sort of it kind of depends on how much I want to play, because, you know, we've just queued up, you know, a bunch of text there, and actually it didn't show them as, oh, I guess because I can research them anyway, but, you know, I do need some of these advanced gas processing, advanced chemistry, so that I can do the rocket fuel, but the actual sort of white science itself, you know, and rocket fuel is made in a different way, so there's all that messing about. Let's say maybe that's where bio comes in, with the advanced chemistry and all that sort of stuff. Advanced oil processing, you know, so there's plenty to do there, but if you look at it, it's not actually much of the tech tree left to get to white science, so I haven't seen anything. Let's say maybe the bio stuff is trapped in there. You know, sodium maybe requires algae and all that sort of stuff, but I haven't really seen anything that requires the bio. But I say I've not really looked properly is the other thing, so. Oh, I need flammables, do I? Okay, I'll pop that on. Oh, I guess you would, wouldn't you? So you can do rocket fuel. Whoops, missed. What else is in early tech that we might as well just queue up? Let's do some of these, like coal processing. And can't do that. Why not? Yeah, you know. Oh, I've run out of room in the queue. That's another one. I don't know why the queue isn't like extendable past what it, you know, what you can do basically. It seems odd that. You know, why can't I just have all of the sciences queued up basically? So, chemical science packs 2, 24, so 12 machines. Oops. Feels weird doing the most old school of things. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't think I've. I think every playthrough has kind of used my blueprints recently. Okay. Across there. No. Put it on that side. It. Oops. Bit. Okay. Oops. Trying to be all fancy and do it nice and simple and then making a mess of it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1. I say military. I think I'll just leave for. In which case, I probably don't need as many lines there, do I? But we'll just leave for the old base. Okay. So yeah, what do you need? You need sulfur, red circuits, and engine units. Let's what? Okay. Let's assume steel is something I attach it there. So that then becomes steel. Okay. I guess I should be doing some maths on this really, shouldn't I? So, what does this actually... Well, let's build the engine units first, but you can see what the maths is. So we need engine units really. Here. Didn't put any lights on anything. Did I? No. Oops. Sometimes wonder how many hundreds of times I've actually done this. Right. So. Do I want to do it? No, I want to do it just for a minute, really. So we need 8 more engine factories. Okay. And then they go up on that side. What I could do, I could bring... So I've obviously got sulfur. So if sulfur could actually be on the... Let's just call it a bus, shall we? So sulfur could come down like on one side of those, couldn't it? What's the other thing? Red circuits. And red circuits is probably going to be a bus thing. So let's think of it in that terms. So if sulfur was something I brought over by train, then it could go on like that. And it would need to be on the inside. Like so. Oops. So this needs to be hooked up to sulfur. Now, where does that live? Petrochemical, there we go. Just assume that's some train up there. And we would need a red circuits rather build at some point. Which we will assume is somehow connected to this. This is sort of the remark. This is sort of the. How do you phrase it? It's like the unique thing about Factorio for me, that I can just keep doing essentially the same thing over and over again, and that's not true for all players. But for me personally, particularly since I tend to do that, you know, I'll use my blueprints, you know, like almost exclusively for one thing and then, you know, not for another. Oh, we're out of belt. Okay. Let's go and stock up on belt. Yeah, so it's in a sense I don't get. I mean, I have. There are periods, obviously, where I've not played it for quite a while, and you know, sort of come back to it. But the fundamental mechanic of it is just so appealing in a sense. You know, just can't sort of not. Ah, looks like this has all been cleared out. Excellent. Missed a little bit of out there. Boop. And these are now empty. That's good. There we go. Cool. Oh. Why are you not running? Because you don't have red circuits, I bet. Don't have blue. No, it's just blue is slow. Okay. We can kind of sort that out. Don't have any prod modules in the labs. Oh. Oh, I'm only putting... Huh. Prod modules in the chest, aren't I? Huh. Maybe if I... Oh, what's there? Iron plate. What was in that? Right, where did I decide I was going to? So maybe if I... Okay, how can I get around that? Oh, well that's what... It was side loading on there, wasn't it? Okay. How the heck do I fit in? I guess I could use a regular just logistics chest now, couldn't I? Yeah, might as well do that one. Right, so we've got loads of speeds now. Okay, so we put these in here as well. Why did I come over here? Belt. Like so. And we might as well... What? We might as well get rid of those. And see about some more inserters. Cool. We had at the Christmas, I say the sort of company thing. It was a mixed bag of like sort of, you know, Christmas quiz and all that sort of stuff, and serious stuff, as I say. But you know, the reorganisation of it. But the type of people that work for the company that I work for, they're all like nerds, basically, pretty much. And also the type of people who, you know, it's argumentative, basically. So, or like rules lawyers, basically. So, you know, you can't just give an answer to a quiz question. It's got to be right. You know, you can't just be. Oh, that was the answer, and oh, maybe there was a small mistake in it, and you know, and that you can't. It's just you can't. So, for one of the questions, for example, was about when the telescope was invented, and of course, you get into the whole. Well, what do you mean by telescope? And you know, if someone is using something, or you know, a culture has created something that is functionally a telescope, is that a telescope, or do you mean the actual officially defined, you know, this is what a telescope is, this was the inventor of the telescope? It just sort of amuses me that, you know, because people were going about, well, the Arabs, you know, had a telescope in like 850 BC, AD or something. But you know, the answer the quizmaster had was basically the Renaissance, when, you know. I don't know why I've done that, because I've got to turn it into wires, haven't I? I knew there was something wrong there. Brain's just not working properly today. Why have I done that? What an idiot. What an idiot. I think I might just use my blueprint, basically. I was kind of looking at it and going, this isn't right, is it? What have I done wrong now? Right. Okay. I say let's just use the... I think I can get rid of that, actually. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And free up that space. Get rid of that as well, I think. Oh, might need it for upgrading. Excuse me. Where's my green circuit? Well, there it is. See, it's quite big is the problem. Or the other problem. And requires way more copper and iron than I was kind of anticipating using. Maybe if I just use one side of it, we do that. For now. Yeah, that'll do. So, that's the iron. That's the copper. Bob's your father's brother. And then we can just sort of jerry-rig some madness in there. Let me take it over there. Hop over. Jink left. And you're done. Oops. Do. Gotta say, this science is taking a long time, isn't it? It is quite an expensive one, I suppose, but... Oops. Well, things I'm sort of secretly looking forward to with the expansion is that I can kind of restart like my aesthetic series, for one thing, because that just got to the point where it was stupid, but I've learned a lot of lessons from it, so I'll make something. I'll plan out something properly, and we'll just start in creative for the beginning, and I'll do the numbers properly, and kind of work out all of that side of it, but also make notes basically. So the errors I made was kind of putting it down on in a notepad document what the numbers were, and just having a reference essentially to Factorio calculator, and then Factorio calculator went through several updates and revisions, and it just completely broke. So I couldn't remember what the numbers were and all that sort of stuff, and instead I just put it down on like a note on the map or something like that. So stuff like that, lessons learned that I can carry forward. But also redoing the blueprints, because, again, I learned an awful lot from what I'd done. And I like the blueprints, but I don't like that they're so... They, like, repeat everything a lot. So, for example, this is the Kickstarter base, and I've taken them out, but it's got, like... belts and inserters and pipes and all the basics in it. But then the bot base build, it's also got inserters and belts, and because it has a completely separate science thing. So I'd rather build something, I think, that's a bit more single use and expandable. So rather than building a completely separate base that is for bots, the bots bit is just an add-on to the existing base. Sort of an upgrade. Oh, we're out of machines again. Some idiot. Where? Oh, there. Hasn't brought enough machines. What are you actually after? You're after one of those or one of those, but that's level 2, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, getting to restart that with like purpose. Not just doing it because there are problems with the original version, but doing it because there are now new machines to make, and that is going to be quite fun, I think. Quite fun. Quite fun. Okay, so in theory that'll do us a bunch of circuits. So this will probably need upgrading. I mean, I think it's more than... Oh no, 0.8 transport belts, okay. But it needs 1.2 coming in for copper. What about these two? What do these actually produce? 0.2 and 0.2, so we need a lot more of that. Oh, of course, I've run out. Well, I say that. What would we actually need? Transport belts, 0.3, 0.08. Okay, so we're okay. Nothing has tipped over a transport belt yet. Okay. Right then. What else could I grab on it? More inserters. And I guess I could top off. That. Oh. Bing bong bing. Let's get some more power poles. And lights. Okay. Nearly done with this. Oh look, we've got a tiny bit of non-coverage there. Construction zone expander. Let's put it. No, it's not far enough. Put it there. And that only reaches to there. But that'll be okay. Tiny bit of not doing the stuff there. Don't suppose that's backed up. Oh, it is. Yeah, they're actually producing the yellow geodes, eh? Output 4. Oh, of course, because this is... Yeah. Crushing there. And just copper is rammed. Yeah, cool. Excellent. Nice. Now we do another... Oh, look! Nearly built all of it. How is power then? Ah, steam engine's only kicking in during the night. And we are running on solar with capacity during the day. Okay. We are getting there. Now then. How are we doing? These in. Oops. Okay. And then if I jump there. So you need steel and pipey, what should we call it? Was that number 2? Yeah. So pipey, whatchamacallits. Here. And steel. Did I connect it to the first one? Yes. Okay. So that gets at the engines. I've already connected up the sulfur. So the next bit would be the advanced circuits. Now, we know we're putting those on one of these. But we also need plastic, I guess, don't we? Petroleum stuff, maybe? Yeah. So do I just use my... Oh, I guess I do. So then this is my red circuit build, which I guess I could plop up here somewhere, since we've kind of used up all 4 of these lanes. Let's put it... I don't know. I'm going to need a bit of room, aren't I? Because I also need to bring iron into it. So we do 2 lanes there. And then... I can't remember what I need, but if I just do room for 4... Like so... Yeah, copper and iron. Because it's got green circuits integrated into it. So if we put that... there... then this will be... Oh. That was dumb. Well, the red circuits come out of there. But plastic needs to go in, doesn't it? Not out. Okay. So if I give it the 2, the other 2 belts, and then 2 for the gap, I'll pop the red circuit belt in there. So that needs to be that one. No, it doesn't. So might as well make that extra iron and copper, I guess. Underground there. Like so. So plastic would be another train. Plastic. Do. Like that. Like that. So we'll assume we're at some point topping up iron and copper. That's what these 2 are about. Get the right menu in a minute. Yeah, that can just be another train. A couple of trains unloading something. So the 2 gap. So that would be them 2 there. Which way round would be best? I guess copper. Just that one. Iron. There's that one. so. Simple matter of simply doing that. So then iron on that one. And copper on that one. Okay. I think these are the most successful part of my blueprint series. This one is a little fiddly, but the circuit builds and some of the bus build. Oops. The bus builds are good, but why is there no power there? Is that because I just messed that up, or is that a flaw in the blueprint? Yeah, just messed it up. I'm kind of hoping in the expansion they change. Well, actually, I'm hoping they probably give us more. Hoping they give us alternate recipes. I know they sort of said they wouldn't, but you know they've sort of broken that already with the foundry. Yeah, because there's doing direct build in the foundry for copper wire and stuff, which to me that basically says there's going to be an alternate recipe for red and or green circuits, and we just haven't seen the machine yet, because why the heck would you want to produce copper wire direct from copper in a foundry? It's sort of it would, to me, I mean obviously we don't know the maths, but that seems to be like basically almost pointless unless there's alternate ways of making circuits. Because they show cogs on the foundry, so I think there's probably a high-tech machine from one of the other planets that maybe makes green circuits or red, or hopefully red circuits, and is just a lot better as a recipe, because a lot of what they've been doing hints at kind of giving you lots of tools for making megabase scale without actually having to build, the billions of machines and destroying your UPS, for the average player with the average PC sort of thing. And red circuits, to a lesser extent, I guess blue circuits as well. But red circuits are just an absolute production nightmare. So yeah, my feeling is we're going to get a alt recipe for quite a few of the... Yeah, we're out of those already, okay. Intermediates, because that just sort of feels like what they're going for, And in a way, they're not, they are still being sort of true to them, not... I think that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Yeah. Not doing alt recipes if they are... yeah. If you're still making copper from copper wire from copper, is it really an alt recipe, or is it just a better ratio? It's not like this or the other mods where you have to use, like, well, what have we got? Where's the metallurgy one? There. Ingots, and I haven't unlocked them, but there's copper wire, copper, I don't know what it calls it, like filament or something. For a different way of making copper and all that sort of stuff, but I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll give us a better ratio on most of the intermediates, just so that, it makes bigger scale possible, basically. Without... Megabase without megabase, effectively. Someone was saying on one of my videos that it's going to have to be quite a compelling reason to do something else, not to just always go to volcanoes first, because the foundry just seems awesome. I think part of it is, and V kind of hinted at this in on Reddit, that the power demands for the foundry are insane. So the reason for not going there first would be if one of the planets gives you way, way better power. You know, an abundance of power. So, we're going to have to get some more stuff, aren't we? So we can make some stack inserters, but I might come back to that in a moment. Okay. So, need to hook this up. Which is the red circuits is the top here. So we do that, not one, that. So split that out there. Awesome. Oh! Oh, no, I got confused there. That's a new one. Tomorrow's stream, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do now. The plan was to just do another Tectonica stream rather than look at the Dyson Sphere Dark Fog update, because the Dark Fog was, you know, advertised as coming out on the Friday, and it has. They've not missed that. I have not looked at it at all, other than watching the trailer. I have not looked at it at all. I haven't even watched. I think both Catherine Sky and Neil House have done videos on it, but I've looked at it at all. But I was gonna leave that until the new year, basically, starting a new series on that. Anyway, but then Tectonica has launched its base update. That was not meant to come out until Monday, and they've launched it on Friday. However, the save I'm playing on, I've actually bought it on Steam. But the game I'm streaming is via Game Pass. And of course it has to go through Xbox Cert before the patch can go live, and it's still not come through. So I might be in a weird situation of where I'm streaming Tectonica, but it's... what am I actually going to put on this? Because I haven't really gotten very far with the research. I guess we could do the yellow. But it's not actually available. So the game I'm playing on, you know, if it's not doesn't go through cert within, you know, the next sort of 12 hours or so, or I guess 18 hours or something like that. Which, why would it? Because it's Saturday. Then I could have a weird situation where the update is live. So that was what I was going to end, you know, that was going to make sense as the last stream I do, looking at that. But it's not available. So do I just start a Dyson Sphere playthrough? But I'd then not play it for another 3 weeks. What was the other one? Oh, the other thing I found out is that SteamWorld Build is on Game Pass as well. So I'd fancied having a look at that, but not necessarily on stream, you see. So that might be another alternative. So we want blue circuits, low density structures, and flying robot frames. Well, those are all build things, aren't they? Apart from blue circuits. Blue circuits. So I guess we can have blue circuits on here, and I'll just use that again. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Because really what I need to do to make the the Tectonica playthrough viable, you know, sensible as it were. I can't really do that, can I? That doesn't work because sulfuric acid is different. Okay. But we could always bring it here as acid, maybe? Bring it over? I don't know if I'm... What am I actually doing? Because we've got the sulfur. And then that's how you make sulfuric acid. So that's your oxygen. Your purified water. I mean, they're not difficult to do, are they? And we're already bringing the sulfur over. And I don't think it needs anything else in terms of solid, you know, beltable material. So maybe we just do similar and we have a separate feed-in, you know, effectively replace this. Yeah, because then it wouldn't need the iron either. And we could just do something a little bit simpler for the actual acid. Yeah, let's do that then. So we'll make acid here as a simpler thing. We'll do it, you know, on the sides, I think. Okay. That'll do. Oh, I'm out of it again. Okay. Some more inserters as well, I guess. I guess we could also grab some assemblers while we're here. Cool. I don't know why I keep ending up with these 4 mining drills. I'm pretty sure I've taken them out my inventory about 20 times. I mean, I guess not, but yeah. Right, so pop back in again. Doing my charity thing as well at some point. I've just left that on there. I didn't get stuff to make stack inserters, did I? Because I need iron and copper and stuff. Oh well. Oh well. Well, we do make these in the same way, don't we? Yeah, sulfuric acid. Yeah. So yeah, we need sulfuric acid on there somewhere. Somewhere, somehow. Somewhere. Right. There. I guess I could have got bots to do all this, but given, you know, I still haven't finished all of this. Okay. Green circuits. Oh. This one. Here. And then same again here. Okay. And then blue circuits, I guess. Oh. Gotta get the belt the right way around. Can have on here. Like so. And then I guess I can just use this kind of gap here to make sulfuric acid. So let's just copy this over. I'll just pop that over there. Have I got any chemical plants on? I have. Okay. So that's the output, isn't it? And that needs to be the purified water. And that's that other gas. That's where the sulfur comes in. So we need oxygen to make that work. And purified water. Okay. So I'm going to have a slag problem, aren't I? Always got a problem with slags. Because we can make it out of water. we've got to get rid of the slag. That's the same, but I think it's better ratios and stuff, isn't it? Oh, I can make it a purified water. Ah. Deuterium. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay, so we'll do it a purified, because we need purified water for this anyway, I think. Oh, I've not got one of them. Liquefier. Can I build one of them? Probably. Oh, I can. Okay. So. Okay. If we go up here. Because the purified water, I can just get rid of excess using the. What do we call it? So if we put this here, maybe? Don't imagine I've got any of either of these. No. What about you? So, gonna need water. Bing bong rain. So this can be sulfur coming up. Let's break it out here, I guess. Or, yeah, let's just do it across there then. And then that'll hop, skip, and a jump. Well, actually, might as well. Connect it there, because I bet we're bound to need sulfuric acid at some point. For other things. So we need the purified water coming from there. You need the oxygen and the sulfur. So I would then need a version of this, I guess. That if I've got the recipe, which I kind of doubt. Oh, I've not got any. Okay. We're at machines! We're at all the machines! All the machines are gone. Have I got any vent things? Don't think I have. Nope. So yeah, that would just go on there. So this isn't the right recipe, but it's the right idea. I think. Might need a level 2 of it, I guess. But if it's purified water, I think I get away without the whole slag issue. So we've got issues with slags. Cool. Let's go and get those weird machines that we need. I guess I can get rid of some of these. Is that not... No, that's a chemical plant. Okay. Don't need blast furnaces and stuff now, do I? Okay. Get rid of that as well, actually. I'm going to run one of these guys over in at some point, and then they'll start chewing on my face. But right. I mean, let's grab the other stuff as well. Just because. That's one of the ones we want, isn't it? We don't need so many there. We'll just take a couple. I want one of them. And... I mean, we didn't need that, but... let's leave it then. What are you? You're washing plants. We've got washing machines. Air filter. And the other stuff that I never actually then followed through on. Trains and associated malarkey. Let's grab undergrounds, overgrounds. Right. Could top up pipe and power and stuff as well, I guess. But we definitely need more assemblers. Yes, we always do. But where are these weird and wonderful machines? I guess they're mostly over at the other part of the base. But did I build any here? So, we need a few of them. We've got that. That's all blast furnaces and all of that sort of thing. What are you? Casting machine, no, don't need them. Liquefier, I mean I built one, but that's someone else. Electrolyzer. I'll have 5 of them because I don't know the ratios and etc. What else did I need? Get electrolyzer. Rheostat we got. Yep. Cool. Okay. Let's do power poles. Lights. Cool. Let's also get some of those basics, because I need to build stack inserters, don't I? So we just sort of grab a wedge of iron. a wedge of steel and/or circuits. No. No. Circuits. What else? Bit of copper, maybe. Never hurts to have a few spare gear wheels. Let's build, say, 10 of them. Okay, let's head back then. Not the most thrilling stream. Fine. Oh dear. Is it to prove a point? All in the way. Right. Now. I have got some offshore pumps as well, so we could actually properly hook the water up. That's... Well, let's put you in and change it to see if... Purified water electrolysis, okay. You need power. Okay. What's the maths like on this? So, oh, items per minute. So, in theory, that would make 3,150. This needs 4,550. So, it's like 7 times too much. So, if we say it's 5 times too much, that'll probably make the maths a bit easier. But in theory, it would need 4,725, but it'd be actually more like 500. That's making 2,700. So really 250. So it needs 2,700 oxygens divided by 5 is, give or take, 250-ish. Got the wrong machine. 600, so way too much. So 3 times too much. Oh, well, yeah, call it 3 times too much. So this would produce 6,000, so way too much. How much can you... oh, it won't do it because it's numbered. Yeah, so 1 machine of each is fine, and they're mostly going to sit idle most of the time. This is good. That is not good, though. Where can we put... So maybe if we actually have a proper water line here somewhere, and I can just sort of hook it across. Or, there or something. Right, so if we aim to have water coming up here, and we can say maybe this is where the line goes. It's actually a fair way away, this water. Right, chaps, how's things? You doing well? Good. Oh, bum. Okay. Doesn't quite fit, which is annoying. Um, I guess we could sneakily use that, couldn't we? Actually start making something here. So you then do the hydrogen stuff. Do something about what you call it. You've got oxygen. Purified water as well. Cool, so that's sort of ready to go. But sulfur would need to come over. Okay. What next? Did we do the... It doesn't seem to be playing me a sound, unless I've just not heard it. I know they fixed the whole thing that it was playing the chat notification. But it seems to just not play anything now. Which is even more confusing. I'm guessing it's a setting somewhere that I've got to change. Right, so... that was the output. Get my blowing clicks right. What we want is 2 inputs coming here. And one's just blue circuits. So we can have that come directly down. Nice. Cool, so that would be the blue circuits. And then... you remember how many you need of that. So you need 3, but it's 21. So 1 would be 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. So yeah, that'd be the blue circuits. So what we want over here is energy structures and flowbot frames. And of course now we get into the complete madness of trying to support insane amounts of flying robot frames and all sorts. So, if this was, it would be those. And we know, I think you don't need that many flying robot frames, but it's then the production of, you know, electric engines and all that sort of stuff that's a nightmare. If I move that to there, they can just come straight down. Oh. So, theory, it wants 45 a minute, but these two would make 4.5. So it would, in theory, 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Haven't put any lights on anything for a while, have I? Right, let's sort that out. Okay, and then if you're... where the flying wheel from? Oh. I was absolutely convinced we were getting level 2 bots in the update. I suppose we still may, but... Well, how quick are they? 20 seconds. 20 seconds. So 22.225. We need 15, and that gives us 2.225. So that would then be 4.5. 9, 13.5, 18, somewhere close to what we need. Adding new things to the batteries and electric engines. So the steel and the green circuits can come from the bus. What did I come? And then this is plastic, copper and stuff. 20 copper, so really we want the copper. Yeah, whatever copper we've got, I guess. What? Why did I do that? That was dumb. The... Right. And then, where was steel? Bottom one there, okay. Might actually be better if it was one over. Because then I can just hop, skip and a jump there. Do that. Section me steel and copper I need. No, that was copper. Oh, bum. Got it completely wrong, haven't I? So that is copper, not green circuits. Right. So that's copper. And now this line needs to be that plus green circuits, and green circuits are top one. So I guess I could just sort of loop that round. What did we just finish? I guess electric furnaces or something? Let's queue up some more stuff then. So we could do, that's 2, so we could do that one. And this one. And one more. Flowers is on there already. We're not got any super early ones missing either, have we? No. Okay. But we need that. These all have blue on them as well, so they can be particularly slow. Okay. Is that right? Just got that one. Oh no, I've not. I did that one, have I? Let's do that one as well. Oh, okay. Now, you needed green circuits and steel as well. .075 and .075, so... Oh no, green circuits and steel. Wait. Have I messed that up again? I think I've messed that up again. Because it's the top one is the one we want. Bum. It's not green circuits. It's plastic, which is on the top. Oh. What an idiot. Get this right in a minute. Okay. So that's now the plastic. The green circuits is needed for this one. So we need what we had before only here. So if I do that as the green circuit, green circuits there. So that's the steel. That's the green circuits. Like that. I don't know times so 10 to okay. Now batteries and all that sort of stuff. Not sure I'll be bothered to do that right now. Well, it's more acid, so we've sort of got that. Probably rather think about where I put the trains. Nice to get some of this working, since it's the blue science that we need, you know, to do the thing that we need. Cool. Oh, I guess I could nip up and... do the fix, couldn't I? I've got the copper. We're still ferrying stuff about. Oh. Scary train. Right. Excuse me. So, it was this, wasn't it, somewhere? Yes, these are misaligned. Okay. So if I just sort of put that on. Like that. So that covers that bit. That needs to go. I think some of them were actually right just by coincidence. Are you all running? You're not, because you've not got that. Random bits of Beverly Bob. You're smelting. You're smelting. Another bit there. Okay. These aren't doing anything because they don't have nuggies. Because nuggies are getting used to make the last saturation things, I think. Because the train is just not producing any. We're making those. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What's it saying it's missing over here? What's it saying it's missing down here? What are you missing? Ah, it's the stacks. And then what about here? Ah, fast belt. Okay. Can I make more of those? A couple. Okay. I think that should take us up to time then. Right. Let's just put these in. Like so. They'll also get more nuggets because that's what's missing, basically. And the other part to make the more ore. Okay. Missing repair packs, missing materials for construction. We get the chemical plant. But what about up here? What are you moaning about? That's technically not in coverage, but that's because they haven't built the things yet. Did we finish off the... Yes, we did. Oh, they're making iron. Why are they making iron? Oh dear. Oh dear. That's wrong. I reckon I ain't, because I didn't change the recipe over, that's why. But whoops. See, these red and green ones are chugging through because they're... or blasting through because they're... it should be that recipe. I suppose it doesn't have to be. It could be the other one. The iron one. And then I would train it over, but that seems like an awful lot of faff. No real gain. Oh, and we're up. In fact, we're out. Okay. So. What shall we do? Let's do the machiny ones. Guess we could also do the modules. What I'm thinking about doing, basically, is just do like a bot-based make everything instead of using the bus and stuff like that. So that gives us something slightly different to how I normally play. And we'll just make all these machines in the bot-based, you know, make everything. It means loading a load of stuff into chests, basically. I didn't really queue up enough, did I? Let's see. Machine. I'm doing the treatment 3. Let's do advanced oil processing. And what? Steam cracking, maybe. Or steam cracking. There we go. Absolutely cracking. Like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I won't be streaming next weekend, we know that, so whether I'll have a quick chance to do something in some intermediate point before I stream this again, I'm tempted to basically skip streaming this in at New Year's as well, and instead do like a double bump of, you know, a double weekend of Dice Sphere to kick off the new series, maybe. Let's pop the schedule up. I haven't updated this easier, so this will be wrong. It lets me point at my YouTube channel. So yeah, so tomorrow I will be streaming Tectonica, I think, because hopefully the cert will go through. The other question was whether I could manually move over the save file. Depends how they've coded it, really. The save file is sufficiently generic, or if it's tied to the, you know, the platform. I know it does cloud saves on the Game Pass version, but what it does for the Steam one, I don't know. But yeah, I could potentially try and install. I mean, I'm not going to have time, so I wouldn't do it anyway. But tomorrow, I might pick this up again. If Tectonica hasn't come through, I might just stream this again. And then Dark Fog can be the big, stream. And I could maybe slip in an extra Tectonica as like the bonus stream that I never did. I don't know. I'll make my mind up when I make my mind up, basically. The only thing I usually promote is my YouTube channel. I've been doing the Friday Facts read-throughs. They've been going really well. I do value very much the input I get and the thoughts. It's nice to chat with people about what crazy ideas they've got or theories about what's coming up in the space age expansion and what we might get on things like trains and stuff like that. So always welcome that input. And I say I really enjoy making them, even when I'm doing them at 2 o'clock in the morning, because I'd fallen asleep at 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm an old man and I can't do drinking nowadays. Let's stop that. Hang on. Yes, so stream tomorrow, probably Tectonica, might be this. No stream the weekend after because it's Christmas. Definitely streams the weekend after that. Possibly bonus streams as well. Check out my YouTube if you are interested in Friday Facts or previous. There's all my other VODs as well, the Tectonica ones, but also this and, Angels and Bobs and Factorio 2 and Mega Base series, No Spoon Run, and the Satisfactory, all sorts of stuff on there. I should really pick Satisfactory up again. But yes, if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.